Hi, and welcome to the What's Cooking Show. I'm your host today, Joey Quibido with Cash Saving Piggly Wiggly here in Opelousas.
And I'm not Jason, I'm Chef Mo, standing in.
And yes, ma'am, Jason got a little vacation time, so we asked her to come and help us do this with the show.
Right.
And we have a special guest today, which is Mr. Paul Ayo, and he's going to be cooking a very nice fresh corn called
Oh my
Choux
gosh, I love
with bacon
Macque.
and stuff in it.
Oh
So
yes.
we are here at the cash table right now. We're going to pick up a couple of ingredients for Paul so he can cook over there. And one of our things, Mo, is going to be some fresh corn on the cob,
Yes.
which is in season really good right now.
Perfect,
And we're going to
perfect.
bring this to him, and we're going to help him clean it all up and get all the corn off the cob and everything, and then we'll bring a couple more vegetables. So let's go ahead and bring this to him at the boat and join us back for more What's Cooking.
I'm excited. Great.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I have two wonderful people in the show today with me. Our famous Maureen Little, and we also have Mr. Paul Ayo from
How's it going?
Vec Bacon Cafe, and he's going to be doing us a really nice bacon corn Macque Choux dish today.
That's correct.
Oh my gosh. It smells so good. We're just getting started, guys. Oh.
Yeah, I'm starting off, it says to use bacon fat. You'll get the recipe a little bit later. It says to use bacon fat, but I figured, you know, we got to have some bacon to top this anyway, so why not just cook the bacon right now?
Yeah,
So
why
we're going to
not?
get our bacon fat as we have everything going and getting ready for the rest of our dish.
Gotcha.
Okay, great.
So this is, you know, corn Macque Choux. So it's very traditional, but one of the things is, I remember growing up as a kid, my grandmother, we'd stay at her house, and my grandfather would come home with produce and whatnot, and one of them that I really remember is corn. We'd get so much corn, and sitting over the little tin tub in the garage, like shucking corn and everything. So I was going to show y'all real fast. You know, basically, what we do is we rip open the corn and snap the bottom off, and you want to get as much of the threads off as possible and not drop them in the bowl. But then I was going to show you all a little trick. So what we do is, I've already done a whole bunch of these already, so we have everything that we're going to need. But what I do is I take a bowl, just a little itty bitty bowl, plastic, whatever, and I put it inside the big bowl that I'm using to carve in, to cut the corn in, so that everything drops into the bowl and you're not having to go to the bottom of the bowl with your knife. So, yeah, so we're just going to cut all the corn off.
And it's not flying everywhere.
Correct, it's not going to fly all over your kitchen. So you can go all the way down. Right.
That is awesome.
Just be careful, don't go down too hard because you don't want to mess up your knife on the bowl.
Especially with a nice knife like that.
Yeah. So after you cut all of the corn kernels off, and you just basically go around on the kernel as you go, what you're going to want to do is take the back of the knife, and you want all that corn juice and goodness to come out, because you need that for the dish.
Right.
So
Nice.
That's some of the good stuff right
that is the good stuff. So, and back in the day, I'm sure they had a use for the corn cob. We're not going to talk about that, but they still had a use for it. But nowadays, we're just going to go ahead and
we're gonna
put
bypass that
that
for you.
away. So we're going to take that
Some
off.
people know what we're talking about.
We're going to set that aside, get everything ready. We're going to have those going. Okay, so traditional, like. Y'all notice I haven't touched that bacon, right?
No, not at all. I'm kind of wondering, it's like you're going to flip it or what?
No, we're not going to flip it yet, because this is thick cut. Now, this is our own bacon that we make in-house. It's 100% natural, all natural ingredients that you can spell and pronounce, which is great to me.
That is, yeah.
And it does take 4 days for us to make it. That's correct. So you will be able to make this with store-bought bacon, but you might want to come get some of ours to really do it right.
Absolutely.
This is extra, like this is made with a lot of love. But other than that, it's basic ingredients, and it's basically what is fresh right now and in season. Corn's in season.
Right.
Yes.
Creole tomato.
Right.
Regular onions you can get all year long anyway. Bell pepper, same thing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to dice these up
Okay.
for the dish and get them ready. So basically on the onion, and what I'm going to do, get a little bit clean here. A lot of people have always asked me, man, what's the best way to cut an onion? You get that, Aunt? You get that a lot, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so what I do, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Arguments have started that way.
I know, yes. We're going to take the top off, toss that, and then we're going to take it from the side. And I cut it down the middle, take all of the outside peel off, And don't worry, I'll do the other half off the camera, guys. Y'all don't have to watch me do both sides. But what we're gonna do is take all of this peel off, anything that's not fresh, not good, get down to the good part of the onion.
And we wanted to tell everybody home that your bacon is not available on market for resale right now, but you are working on it.
That is correct. I am working on it so that it will be available in stores all throughout Acadiana, hopefully, and available to restaurants for them to use. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and flip those bacons over for me.
Okay.
While we're doing that, okay, so what I do is I come back in and I take the onion, put my hand towards the back, but I leave that nub on. And that way, yeah, you leave the nub on, it helps hold the onion together, and then you can get rid of the rest of the onion after you're done dicing. But I just come through and put slices all the way down because it's already got layers. So I don't come back at my hand with a knife that's this sharp. So then I just come through and dice my onion into very small, fine pieces.
And now the mystery is solved.
This is how I do it. I don't know.
That's how I do it.
There you go.
You keep the little end piece to hold
That's
it all
right.
together.
And now you take this
Now?
and you can put it in your stock bag because I keep some of my vegetables and use them in stocks later on. So you can leave this if you're not going to do that. Well, don't worry, they're like 85 cents a piece.
Yeah, I noticed that bacon over there. Paul, it hasn't shrunk at all.
Not much. It's not going to shrink much because we don't add water to our bacon in our process.
Okay.
We cure it for 3 days, smoke it for 1 day. The only water is when you rinse the cure off. But other than that, you don't put a whole bunch of water into it. So therefore, you're not evaporating water out, whereas a lot of the big mass production ones, that's how they do it.
Gotcha,
I
okay.
want to say something here. Look, there's only pork, raw sugar, sea salt, curing salt, black pepper, and just a little water, just to rinse it off. That's it.
That's it.
You know, unlike some of these
Well,
other processed brands that you don't even know how to pronounce all the
That's
scientific
right,
names.
you're right.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let me put the main ingredient of love.
Oh.
It wouldn't go on the label.
Oh.
But, you know, there's a lot of love that goes into this bacon.
You gotta love what you're doing. You're right about that, Paul.
That's it.
That's it.
So,
Smells so good.
And all the other fresh ingredients that Paul's doing here can be found in your local cash or Piggly Wiggly stores here in Opelousas and the surrounding area. Because keep forgetting to mention the surrounding areas like Scott and Church Point and everybody else. But it can be all found.
and Lafayette.
Yeah, Lafayette, definitely.
And Lafayette.
And you can get all your fine fresh vegetables there, and just have to go to the cafe and get your bacon.
Yeah. Now, and I will tell you, Cash Saver, they've got some great prices on beers, guys. Great prices on beer. So, you know, while you're getting the vegetables for this dish,
Might as well get some beer too.
I mean, you know,
Right.
make a little party out of it, right?
that's it, that's it. So you get everything one-stop shop except for the bacon, for now.
For now.
But then they can also go to your restaurant and
Yes.
sit down and have amazing bacon dishes.
Yeah, including a bacon brownie.
Gotcha.
Yes, yes, we
And
put,
you want to give us the location?
it is at 4807 Johnson Street on in Lafayette, behind Baskin Robbins. Everybody knows where that is because it's been there since I was a kid.
Right,
So we're in the backside of that shopping center. Little small place, but big on flavor.
And
Gotcha.
what were you saying about brownies?
We have a bacon brownie.
Well, I tell you what, let's take a little break right now, Paul, and you can come back and you can talk to us about the bacon brownie.
Oh my God.
So y'all join us back for more What's Cooking. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, we have Miss Maureen Little with us today. Thank you for again joining us.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Paul Io, and he's with Avec Bacon Cafe in Lafayette, and it's 4807 Johnson Street.
That's right.
I got it right. See you, Jason. I can do something right. We're gonna give Jason a little break this week because he just had to go a little vacation kind of thing. So Miss Maureen was he was so nice just to come in and take his place for
It
him.
was such an honor.
Now he owes you.
Yeah, he does,
He
huh?
does.
You look a lot better than him too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Jason, I'm back.
It's not your fault, Mo.
And if anybody's wondering, this is actually my daughter Elise. She's my my sidekick today.
That is good. Little good luck charm. Huh?
She helps out, but we didn't bring her knife today.
Okay. So Paul, we're chopping our tomato now.
We're chopping up our tomatoes. Basically, we're doing corn Macque choux, and there's, you know, most of the audience probably knows how to make corn Macque choux regular. Their grandma did it. This is a play on a friend of mine and mine, grandmother's, my buddy Jared Alamo actually helped me come up with this recipe many years ago.
Okay.
When we were doing cooking classes and all kind of stuff, and we wanted to feature it, and that's when I started making the bacon. He was like, dude, let's use this bacon
Well, of course,
to
yeah.
cook it, to put it in there, and you use that as a base. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. So we did.
Why not? Absolutely.
So basically what we did, we cooked off our bacon so it's a little bit crispy. Now I want to tell y'all a secret about bacon.
Okay.
So many people come in and they're like, oh, I only like crispy bacon. If you cook it to where it's crispy, you've actually cooked most of the flavor out. And then you have to start chewing on it. It's kind of like when you get a really dry beef jerky and you don't get flavor until you've chopped on it about 20 times. You're cooking some of the flavor out. You
makes
got to
sense.
get the moisture back in.
Right.
Now, okay, fine, you don't want floppy, but look, this is, I mean, it's good, it's crispy, it's got a little bit of snap, but you'll notice there's still some tenderness on the
Right.
inside. So, you know, and that's where that beautiful bacon flavor comes
yes.
in. Yeah, she's like,
you.
yeah, I'm gonna try. Here you go. All right.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna try a little bit, and of course, my daughter is sitting there chomping at the bit because she loves our bacon. So
Poor Jason, he don't get none. Oh well,
Man.
that's good.
now it has a
God.
smokiness.
Oh.
It's not overcooked. It's not too crispy, and you still get
Fantastic.
you get a little bit crisp. But you can only do that with thick cut bacon. If you do that thin cut bacon,
Not gonna work.
or as we say whenever we're packaging it, man, we got tin, we got tick, and then we got some tick.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, we actually do have an extra thick that we cut sometimes. It's like this big. It's really good. So what we did, we diced up the onion, diced up some bell pepper. We're putting that in, and you're gonna cook it for 5 to 8 minutes.
Okay.
Just like anything else, normal base. Yeah, we're sweating the vegetables out, getting some of that gritty goodness on the bottom.
Grillades.
Yep. So you're gonna want to put a little bit of salt. And I salt throughout the process. You do also, I think so. Okay,
Yes.
so we salt throughout the process, and a little bit of ground pepper. Now I'm using a gourmet pepper, so it's black, white, green, and a little bit of the red, all mixed together. I find it has a more rounded flavor, not just a black pepper punch.
Got it.
So we really like it like that. Yeah. How does that smell?
Very good. Paul,
Yes.
let me make sure I got this right. They can go to the cafe and buy this bacon from you.
That is correct.
Just
I
like
can
that, okay.
I sell it at the
just
sell it
wanted to
there.
make sure
and
I got that right.
We also sell it at the Lafayette Farmers Market on Saturdays
Oh,
from
nice.
8 to noon. Yeah, there's a lot of other great products that you can get out there. Some that are made. They got it. One guy that's making a bacon jelly, bacon jam.
Wow.
Yep.
There's a lot of nice things that go in those farmers market. I'd love to go to those. I mean, they're so interesting.
They are.
Even the herb pests and everything.
Right.
Yep.
There's a lot of nice stuff in there. Very.
So we've got this cooking. Now that we've got those down, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take these tomatoes, put those in. We want to get some of that moisture out. So we're going to take the heat up just a little bit, and the moisture from the tomatoes is actually going to help us get the bits off the bottom, right?
Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. She teaches culinary school, so she knows better than I do. You go ahead
My
and
students are watching because this is all making sense.
Give it on a test next week, Mo.
There you go.
uh-oh.
There you go.
There's a homework. They got to watch the show.
So yeah, so we're just gonna get this going. And like I said, we already did our corn.
Right.
We chopped it up and everything.
The fancy bowl trick.
Fancy bowl trick. So then we're gonna take this bowl out, get all of our corn. Don't want to lose any of that scrumptious goodness. My grandma would fuss at me.
There you go.
Grandma didn't waste anything. Everything got in there.
That's the way we all grew up too. I mean,
Right.
you kept everything, and you always went out in the garden and picked your vegetables and stuff. And you know, nowadays it's just, I guess, so rush. You know, and actually you got the farmers to bring it to the supermarkets like us.
Right.
So that's why we're able to give everything fresh as possible.
Right.
So
That's right.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I chose to do this dish today is because this is what's in season. And this is, I mean, this you don't get any more South Louisiana than this. I don't care if you're Cajun or Creole, which side of the Mississippi you come from or anything. This is on both menus.
Hello. It
This
sure
this is everywhere.
sure is.
So as I
grandmother
said,
made it.
yeah, we're mixing this all together, and we're gonna let all of this cook down for a good long time. And thankfully, due to the magic of television, the next segment will actually have it finished.
Gotcha.
So it'll all be ready. Now, I don't know where everybody stands on heat and how hot or not hot they want it. I use a little bit of cayenne in mine. Not very much. This is basically about a half a teaspoon.
Okay.
We don't want to use too much because we don't want too much heat. And I find that cayenne mostly brings heat. It doesn't have a whole lot of other flavor to it.
Now, if Jason would be here, he said Joey likes it hot, 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 hot.
So we're gonna go ahead and add
Perfect.
that. We're gonna put a little bit more salt. The salt helps bring out that moisture in the tomatoes and
right,
in the
absolutely.
corn. And this is basically gonna get really juiced up and delicious.
I love the idea of the different peppercorns
That's
in
what
there.
I was-
That's
yes.
perfect.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
That
That's
is neat.
great. Rather than doing just one type. That's great.
We do that all the time. I do that all the time. I've been doing it for many years.
Well, I'm going to start doing it.
There you go. And I'm sure they have it available. at
Oh yeah,
Cash
definitely.
Saver.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely.
It's I usually look for it's called a gourmet pepper blend.
Gotcha.
Typically. So, and now, as normal, my grandma would say, okay, man, you leave that alone. I'm gonna go fold some clothes. I'm gonna go make some beds or something like that.
Right.
That's because that's how my grandma was. She would cook all day and then, come and get everything
Make
ready.
magic, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
everything about Louisiana cooking is everything's slow cooked. I
Yeah,
mean, to me, it
a
brings
lot
out
of,
the flavor.
a lot of
yes.
stuff is slow cooked because we ended up using the stuff that wasn't the best in the choice cuts of
That's
meat,
correct.
especially, but even on the vegetables. But yeah, especially on meat. Whenever you have a tough cut, you're going to want to cook it a really long time. That's why we have
definitely, yeah.
braises. That's why we have rice and gravy and everything else like that. But also, once again, it's using stuff that's in season and when you can get it. Because I know whenever my grandpa used to go hunting, okay, well, we're gonna have some duck for a little while. We're gonna have some deer for a little while.
Right.
But you're not gonna have it all year long, except for
Right.
when we put it in sauces and store it.
That's right.
But that is our bacon corn mock choux. All we're gonna do, let that cook down, let it settle, and I'm gonna cut up this bacon and get everything ready. Next
Okay.
segment should be ready.
While we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and remind everybody that most of the fresh ingredients besides the bacon that Paul's using here today can be found in the Piggly Wiggly or Cash Saver store here in Opelousas and Piggly Wiggly's surrounding area. And you can reach me at Cash Saver at 948-8199. That's 1305 Heather Drive. And it's right across from Cinemas. Jason, eat your heart out. And also you can go 8410 Highway 182 North. You can go meet my darling wife, Paula. And she's got, her and Miss B got everything together over there. And go by and get your fresh Angus beef and just everything. We just put brand new shelves in our Cash Saver, so we're so excited because we went through like a new concept to where on the very top shelf, which people can't actually get to, is like back stock to where if your shelf's running a little low, instead of having to go run to the back, you just drop it
Just
down
drop
to the
it down.
side. That way you'll know what you need.
Right.
Makes your ordering easy and everything else, and we're really excited about that. So
That's good.
yeah.
That's
That
good.
sounds awesome. Oh,
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
So we're gonna take another short break, and we're gonna come back, and Paul's gonna finish it and put it up the dip. So join us back for What's Cooking. Welcome back, everybody. Again, Mr. Paul is
Welcome
gonna
back.
finish up our nice corn mock choux for us.
So since it is, low and slow cooking, we did do a little bit off of camera, and the only thing that we ended up adding that you didn't see on the camera already is we added our cream in. So the cream goes in just after the tomatoes and everything else. I like to get a little bit of water out first.
Okay.
Then put the cream in, and it's gonna thicken it up, bring it to this beautiful consistency that even my daughter is hunching over the bowl, over the thing. She's like, I want some.
She's ready.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate some of this up for y'all. Let's do the pretty one first.
Okay.
So as you can see, it all cooked together. This just, it marries the flavors of all the corn, the freshness, that Creole tomato, like I said, that was fresh, right, just bought and everything, and it's beautiful. And then we're gonna take a little bit of some bacon, sprinkle that on top, and some green onions, just to make that much prettier.
Yeah, beautiful bowl.
That is nice.
Yep.
Oh, we can't wait to eat that now.
Oh no, you gotta eat that. Oh yeah, look, she's already, there's my fork!
I got my fork.
And now you gotta tell us about the bacon brownies.
Okay.
Yes.
What we
Yes,
do
yes,
at a
yes.
cafe, we decided, it says avec bacon, which means with bacon. So we have avec bacon cafe. So we decided we're going to put bacon in just about everything that we can. One day, as I was getting the cafe concept together, I was like, hey, what if we put it in a brownie? Sweet, savory, salty, get a little bit of smoke. It just works together, and it's delicious, and we've done really well with it, and people
Wow,
love
thank
it.
you, sir.
And we also do a candied bacon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, candied bacon. So yeah, it wasn't enough that we made our own bacon. We took that and then we candy it.
Right.
Wow.
Now that's
Amazing.
the ultimate savory sweet.
That's it right there. That's
And right now we have 2 different flavors. We have one that's a maple,
Okay.
so we use maple, and then the other one is Steen's syrup.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it's really, really good. It's at our cafe, 4807 Johnson Street.
Yes.
And go ahead and take
how
a bite.
about a phone number?
337-789-6121.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, there's just everything on your menu has got bacon in it.
Yeah,
It's
we do
one
breakfast
form or
and
another.
lunch. Yep, breakfast and lunch.
What about the hours, Paul?
We are open at 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
Saturdays and Sundays we open a little bit later. We're open till 2 o'clock. So 8 on Saturday and 9 o'clock on Sunday so that I can sleep in on one day.
There you go. And your daughter was telling me about bacon that you put on a salad?
Yes, we have a bacon Caesar salad.
Okay.
So instead of Caesar, we actually, Caesar.
Okay.
But we actually put the candied bacon on top of that, but we don't put a Caesar dressing. We end up using a walnut raspberry vinaigrette.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds wonderful.
So if they want to go, just go at 4807 Johnson Street.
4807
right behind
Johnson
Baskin
Street.
Robbins. Go and get you some nice, wonderful bacon. I'm telling you, it's the best I've ever had. Really, it has.
This is so good.
Now I'm doing. I'll tell you what, Jason missed it all today. Everything. And if you want the fresh ingredients, you can go to Big Wriggler or Cash Saver in and around Opelousas in Lafayette area. And
And we'll have the recipe up. I'm giving it to them. They're welcome to put it on the Delta Media website. We're also going to have it on Paul I.O. Food, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll have the recipe up probably next week because we're going to be doing a video just for our stores too.
Paul, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank y'all
Mo,
so much
thank
for inviting
you so
me.
much for coming by and sticking for
thank you,
Jason.
Mo.
Jason, we missed
you're
you, but
welcome, Paul.
we're loving
Thank
it.
you, thank you,
Have a
thank
good day. Join us back for more What's
Get it out
Cooking.
to-